Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Keep it in touch. So today we're going to be continuing on with Josh's guitar, and we're going to route out the neck pocket. I do have some of this already done, pre-drilled some of the holes and whatnot for the router bit to sit in, so we can get the neck, the electronics compartment, and the bridge, or not the bridge, the pickup in place and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I did pre-route the neck pocket and found out that the neck that I had pre-cut doesn't actually fit correctly. It's a little wonky sitting in there, so we're gonna end up having to redo the neck and the fretboard and everything because it didn't line up just right. So we're gonna see if we can get that done, or at least cut out and everything like that today as well. So let's head on behind me here, and I already got everything set up, ready to go. So let's get to routing.
Hey everybody, so we got our template for our cutouts all placed and everything. You can see I have everything pre-drilled, so our router can sit down inside there nice, and we can just trim that up and look pretty, so that our pickup can sit in there really nicely. And you can see I already got the neck cut out, but we're gonna kind of refine it a little bit. It's a little sloped and everything there, so we'll try to get that nice and flat, using the super glue and painter's tape trick here to keep our template in place. That way she don't move around, and we can just peel that right off after the fact. We are using a small little guy bit here for our router, with a bearing on the top, so that, or a shaft bearing side, so that we can ride right along that template. So let's go ahead and get her going. So that's the neck pocket and the pickup pocket all routed out. You can see that there's a place on the template here for two pickups, one for the neck pickup, one for the bridge pickup. We're just doing a bridge pickup for this guitar, to get the sound and feel that Josh wants. So we're just going to be down here. The bridge itself is going to sit somewhere in this area. And you saw me also do multiple steps from the bit into the pocket here. That's just so that we're not taking off too much material all at once. I do need to clean up this edge on the neck just a little bit. There's just a small little lip right here, so we'll get that broken out of there, sand down a little bit, and we'll flip her over and get the electronics compartment all routed out. All right, be back in a minute. See also that I have The electronics pocket template has been marked out, and I also have it kind of pre-drilled here to fit everything in there. We just need to route off these edges, and to do that we are using this template here. You can see on it that we have you can see on it that we do have some holes and everything to go ahead and mount the lid and everything onto it. So we're going to line that up, find a good place for some tape, which looks like it's going to be right about there. So get some painter's tape. And this is the trick that I was talking about: painter's tape and super glue. Let's move that in. So what this, like I said, allows us to do is to get our template on there. I'm gonna stay on there, tape. Yeah, what this is going to let us do is get our template on there so that she doesn't shift around on us. And we can peel it right off without any issues. So we can get that wrapped like that. Kind of lined up. We know where we're at. And the tape on our template, so that should line up. So there, that. Straight across along here. See, it should be all nice and lined up there. Yeah. Okay. So then we take our super glue, a couple little dabby dabs. Like that. And like that. Now, some people will use activator on the other side to get it to stick properly or stick quicker, but I want to make sure that we're all lined up, so this will give us a little bit of time to get her very nicely lined up. And that'll also keep super glue from sticking to our piece too hard. So that should do it. A little bit of pressure to get her to stick. It. And now, see side to side movement. She's not going anywhere, but if I lift up on this, it's going to peel right off. Doesn't hurt anything. Our piece is still nice and good. Our body's still nice and good. But then this allows me to take the router and hit the edges and everything without this shifting on us. So let's go ahead and reposition this so we're not taking off a whole lot at once, like I was saying before. So we can take off little bits at a time so we're not screwing up our bit too harshly. That looks good. And let's get the deep part of this pocket knocked out. Right, so we got that electronics pocket nice and deep cut out. So like I was talking before, with the trick here, see, it wasn't moving around whenever I was going with it, but now I can just peel that right up, tape it on, and we got our template right off of there. No problem. And I am covered in epoxy dust and wood shavings, and it is just sticking to me like crazy because the epoxy is a plastic, and so it'll stick with a static charge to just about everything. That's the one downside about routing and working with epoxy. It just gets everywhere. Sticks to everything. I'm finding pieces of it in my office still after working with it. Okay, so that is the deep part of that. So let's shake that guy out of there. Actually, I'm going to go shake myself off and clean this up a little bit, and we'll be back to do some more routing and get the lid section all ready to go.
Suck it up. Woo! Pick it up, pick it up. Life seems like it sucks, but you don't have a choice. You gotta deal with what you got. You make a move and then everything comes to a grinding stop. When you stop, think about what you've done. You didn't know you were just having fun. Take the time to realize what went on. Close your eyes, get back down to the comment. Now let's go. Everybody now, suck it up. Oh, suck it up. Oh, suck it up. Oh, suck it up. Life can't be that bad, so suck it up. You slept through your alarm this morning. Now you're late for work. Your week started off bad already. Just trying to make ends meet. You gotta hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. You know what we mean. There's only one way to get through life, and we know what that is. Gotta suck it up. Suck it up, suck it up. Whoa, suck it up, suck it up. Whoa, suck it up, suck it up. Whoa, suck it up, suck it up. Life can't be that bad, so suck it up.
Okay, so we got our electronics pocket cleared out there. What you just saw me doing was making sure that the lid fit. This is just the lid template, so we'll get that cut out at some point too. But we got her all cut and recessed and everything like that. So this lid is actually 1/4 inch thick, or the template's a 1/4 inch thick, but the piece that is going to go in here is an 1/8 inch. And let me just make sure we are at an 1/8. There, exactly 1/8 all the way around. Cool. So, yeah. The material that I have for the lid piece is an 1/8 of an inch thick, so that'll sit on that nicely. We'll clean that up a little bit, get that wiped out, and then we have a couple holes that we can mark out. Let's mark that out now while we're thinking about it. And where's my... Don't know where my pencil went. So we'll use this guy. Or we won't. No lid. I got a pencil around here somewhere. There it is. So we can mark our holes. Our electronics pocket. And we can get something in there. So what I'm thinking about using for the holes on this. Just so we're not wearing the wood or the epoxy or anything like that out. Are these 1/4 inserts here, so that they'll sit down inside of there. And that'll give us a good, if we ever need to take this on and off and on and off, we're not wearing out any of the material that we got going on here. Those are what we're going to use for that. And then also to hold the neck, onto here too. We're going to use those inserts as well on the neck side, and then the bolts, 1/4-20 bolts, into the neck itself, or into the back of here, into the neck, to get that all nice and going. So we got quite a few of our pockets put in there, and taking all that material out definitely has lightened this thing up quite a bit. She was definitely pretty heavy, but we do have some shaping and stuff like that to do here and around this area. And I think I'm going to shape out our little mistake here, just kind of shave that over or something. But we'll get her wiped down here, and that way we can see a little bit better about what's going on. And you can see I got my center line and everything for the neck and for our hearts. Yeah, she's gonna have to get cleaned out a little bit. Nice wipe down. It'll do this some good. What? But at least we got our pockets and everything like that all put into place. So one of our next steps is going to be getting a hole from here, or from our pickup, into our electronic slot from the back. So should have a bit for that. Oh, what kind of, I don't even know which direction I want to go with that. I should probably go this way, honestly. I should probably go this way, since this is the bigger section. I don't risk the chance of fucking something up on the front. Yeah, it should be. Somewhere around in here at an angle that way. So let's see, what are we going to use here? We might get the big boy out. Okay, let me take a look what I got and see what we're going to use to get that drilled at an angle there. Okay, found the long bit. So let's see that get through. Whoop, I feel it. Hey, we got a little bit of chip out. But it's okay. It can get cleaned up. A little bit of chip out can get cleaned up. But we got our hole through. You see, we got a little bit of a chip here. But we're going to put a bracket over top of that, so that should cover that. And We should be okay. We should be okay. Hog that out just a little bit more. And there we go. So that's going to be our through hole for our wiring from our pickup to our electronics spot. And I do have some copper tape. I do have some copper tape to go ahead and shield all that from everything. And then I'm waiting for knob parts and the jack to figure out how big of a hole I need for all of that. So we should be okay for now. And we can start moving on to getting the body shaped a little bit. And we're going to end up using a little Shinto rasp. And for context, we're not going to do a whole lot of it today, because the family's wanting dinner. But for example, so we have a fine side and a coarse side, but we definitely need to use the coarse side. Maybe the fine side. Yes. And start shit, that's like this. Start shaving that down a little bit and get a nice curve in here, so that when when Josh is holding it, it sits nicely right here. So that while he's playing and whatnot, it's got a belly on it. So I'll have to shave that down a little bit and get a nice rounded part to the back there. Maybe round it off a little bit down here at the bottom. And we're definitely going to round this to get our little boo-boo out of the way. We will start doing that. And I don't know if I'll go ahead and film all that one, because that's just going to be boring me scraping this guy. So I might do that off camera. And we'll be back with that. And in the next one, we'll probably get the neck going and everything. Redoing the neck so that it fits properly. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So that's as far as we're going to get with the guitar for now. Family wants dinner, and I got to go pick that up. So we got our pickup cut out. We got our neck pocket in. We got our electronics cavity all ready to go. We got a recess for the lid. So we are definitely moving along with this guy. And she's starting to get a little light. So, like I said, I think I'm just going to work on getting this kind of shaped and everything using the rasp. And some sandpaper and everything. And I'm not going to do that on camera. That's just going to be boring. So we'll get that all squared away and whatnot. Get some of the contours and everything going. Refine some of these edges. I got a little bit of a bump in here I got to get rid of and everything too. But what do you guys think? She turned it out pretty nice, right? I mean, she's looking pretty. This is going to be a sick guitar, man. I can't wait for him to pick it up and start playing it. The output, somewhere around in here, maybe. Our knobs and everything right about here. Maybe a little further down, kind of. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out where everything goes. But she's coming along. Definitely coming along. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. The next one is probably going to be neck cutout or neck recut out. I do have it mocked up. And everything with a new piece of inversion maple. Maple neck is kind of the standard thing, but I like the inversion maple because it is very pretty. I have it already laid out on here with the template for everything. But underneath here is very, very nice figuring and everything. You can see like right here. So we'll get that cut out. We'll get that squared away and going on the next one. All right, guys. Thanks. Like, share, subscribe, do the things. And tune in next time.